we are going to talk. I am going to read from it. I'm going to tell you a story about one of the stories of Jesus in the Bible because I brought it up to somebody this weekend. I was talking. It was a joke. Actually, it was with Poem Girl. She provided some inspo for this, but then I just started getting really deep and then thinking about it. We were just talking about something, just joking around, and I just said have faith, and we were talking about having faith, and I read this story again, and I brought this up, the faith of the Roman officer, and this story just stuck out to me, and I went back last night. I got to be by myself. I got to sit there. I really, really thought about it, and when I read it, of course it hit different. Like again, and that's why I always recommend, you guys keep reading this stuff, keep looking at it, and you will see. But this is an interesting story, and really what I want to talk about here today is having amazing faith. Honestly, I have a challenge. I want to be able to see if we can do this. And I think moving forward in this year, again, to start off a new month in a new year, I really hope you guys believe. And when I say believe, this is the personal development. Like, I hope you guys know you could accomplish a lot. You could accomplish anything you want. And really what it comes down to is, like, do you really believe? And I'm talking, and again, this is how it got brought up. This is the funny part. This is like real belief. I'm talking like childish belief. Y'all don't feel me. I don't think you guys want to. You could stop me now if you'd like. I could back out of this, Philo. We could get back to the short squeeze or not, because this shit's crazy. Okay? I want to talk about literally like childish belief. I'm not telling you to be a child, okay? Honestly, some people act childish in many, many ways. Some of us, honestly, we talk about video games. I was saying, someone said video games aren't childish, and I was like, wow, that made me feel better. But at the end of the day, like the heart of a child, it's even said in the text, but I'm saying like believe. Like, can I get this going out of the cult? Like, that's what I want today. That's what I want the rest of this year. I want a stupid belief in yourself that you can accomplish literally anything. Literally, yes, you can move a mountain. Y'all don't feel me, huh? Because this is what it's a nutty concept, because again, I'm talking big things, little things. I don't care what it is. But like having that faith to believe, yes, anything could happen. Come on, look at GameStop. Look at all these stocks. Look at the people waking up millionaires, able to do anything. All of you guys, what you've experienced from the long term to not. Oh, yes, you have to dig deep, 1,000,000%. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Because I literally, something so small was brought up. I was like, have faith. I said, no, real faith. Like anything. So that's where I'm starting this off with, and that is the goal of this Philo. But maybe you'll see why I came to this conclusion. So let me read you guys this story. It's a very simple story in the Bible. Okay, this is in Luke 7. Keep the faith. Well, that's not what it's called, but that's what I'm trying to say. The faith of a Roman officer. When Jesus had finished saying all this to his people, he returned to Capernaum. At that time, the highly valued slave of a Roman officer was sick and near death. When the officer heard about Jesus, he sent some respected Jewish elders to come and heal his slave. So they earnestly begged Jesus to help the man. If anyone deserves your help, he does, they said, for he loves the Jewish people and even built a synagogue for us. So Jesus went with them. But just before they arrived at the house, the officer sent some friends to say, Lord, don't trouble yourself by coming to my home, for I am not worthy of such an honor. I am not even worthy to come and meet you. Just say the word from where you are, and my servant will be healed. I know this because I am under the authority of my superior officers, and I have authority over my soldiers. I only need to say go and they go, or come and they come. And if I say to my slaves, do this, they do it. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed. Turning to the crowd that was following him, he said, I tell you, I haven't seen faith like this in all of Israel. And when the officer's friends returned to his house, they found the slave completely healed. So, very simple. Okay? Very, very simple story. What happened? This slave was sick, and this big Roman commander wanted him to get healed. He sent people to go talk to Jesus, and Jesus was like, all right, I'm down. So they start going to his house, and before they get to the house, once the officer knew Jesus was down, he said, no. Don't even come to my house. He said, I'm a commander. If I tell my soldiers go here, they go there. If I'm a leader, I say do this, they do that. He said, if I have that power with what I handle, then all you have to do is say this. That's it. He really believed. Again, that is just a different level of faith right there. You see, that is what happened there. Now, there's two things I got out of it. Because again, I know that story. That story is very, it's basic to a degree. Some of us have never heard it. Some of you have. But then again, upon reading it, there was just these few factors that came up to me. The first part, I don't know if this stood out to you, but all of this was for like a slave. This was for one of this guy's servants. Isn't that interesting to think about? This wasn't about the Roman officer. This wasn't about Jesus, but both Jesus and the Roman officer were down to help. All for somebody who you would think really wouldn't get the attention or would be easily overlooked, especially in the scale of like a military Roman officer. You would think he could just replace this guy. I've never really observed that the first time I read that. Because I always just thought it was about this guy, I thought it was his family friend, something, but no. The officer went to all of this trouble for a slave, a servant of his. He even sent people and made an effort. He's even sent Jewish elders and was trying to get other people to lobby just so you could do it. So why is that important? What did I get out of this? When I listened to that, I was like, damn. Do you realize how hard it is to have faith even as like a slave or even being in a position? A lot of you hear the word slave. I don't know what you think. When I think about it, I think about everything I've either been enslaved to or what I'm still enslaved by and things that control me. But y'all don't want to talk about that, huh? It's okay. I don't want to get too deep on you real quick. Keep that in mind. Because that was wild to me. But then, like, do you realize how hard it is to believe? Like, this whole story is about faith, but it that even alone reminded me how hard it is to have faith. Like, literally, because some of us get in situations, like, if you feel like you're stuck in a situation or you're enslaved to something, it's not really easy to believe all the time. Or you look around the world, it's clear, like, yo, like, come on, like, the bank account says negative. You know what I'm saying? Some people never touched more than X amount of dollars. Some of you have never been exposed to certain opportunities. So you hear some crazy ass dude telling you, believe. You're like, I don't think you realize I've seen something different. Come on. I mean, I don't know. I think it's hard to believe in things when more things don't go your way than not. It's hard to have faith when you get told over and over and over again that there really isn't hope. So I don't know. I think you get older. I think you get jaded. I've seen that happen to myself. And it just gets harder to believe. Honestly, like some of you guys even in here, listen, I don't know who I'm talking to. But somebody in here, you have faith. But man, you are so realistic. You know what I'm saying? I know the world you've seen a lot in the world that you believe, there's God, there's all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, that little reality creeps in from here and there, and you're just jaded by it. You've got your hopes up many times, and you've just been let down, and you still kept your faith the second time. Then you got let down again and again and again. But you still, you never really capitulated. But deep down, there is something keeping you a little jaded. I would say I would even fall in there at times, because again, I'm a realist. I really am. A lot of you guys are very educated people in here. It is, you're even wise. It's hard to not have wisdom and not reflect on the past. But this is why I'm telling you. I mean, this has to do with faith and belief. So that's the first part, but that's not the main part. Again, I was just curious. Why are they going through all of this effort for somebody you think why would they do it? And I hope you guys realize that all of you are important. Honestly, I mean, I even have another Philo on that, but that just shows if you make an impact. You do some of you guys have had impact on people, and I just don't think you guys realize it. But people will do a lot for you. You know, I'll do a lot for a lot of you guys in here, as much as I can, but even then, it goes above and beyond that, and I hope you know, pretty much, it's trying to say faith is not restricted to anybody. Honestly, some of you might get a better shot at faith depending on the situation you might feel stuck to. But don't let me get started. But that's not the main part. Honestly, the main thing that I got out of this when I reread that yesterday, it was that Jesus was amazed. Did any of that stick out to you guys? That blew me away. It really did when I read it. He said when Jesus heard this, he was amazed and then turned to the crowd and said, I tell you, I haven't seen faith like this in all of Israel. Isn't that funny? That Jesus got amazed. The Son of God gets amazed. This guy knew everything. How come he didn't see that coming? And now this is where I got real philosophical on it. Because honestly, think about it. I found it weird that Jesus showed amazement. I've even had a Philo on this. Because I had a Philo on Jesus laughing. Not once in the Bible does Jesus laugh. So do you see why I'd be a little interested if Jesus got surprised? Think about that. That blew my mind. I was like, he didn't really laugh in the Bible. He has all these superpowers, the sky wizard, whatever you want to call it. Yet that didn't stop him from amazement. Y'all don't feel, I don't think y'all feel me on this. He even said, I've never even seen this type of faith. So again, we've talked sovereignty of God. So how in the world is a God in control? How do you get surprised, amazed, and how does God see something how does God even get something unseen? Oh, this should get your mind going. Because this is how I think about it. Again, I start getting real deep on this. Because then I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, exactly. Some of you would say that's not possible, but maybe that made me think about something. Maybe that's a clue. Maybe that's a clue. Maybe faith is the only thing that could surprise God. Maybe faith itself is supernatural. Oh, y'all don't feel me. I'm sorry. The only thing that could surprise a God is faith. Yeah, I don't want. I should back out right now because some of y'all, you're gonna lose me on this. That blew my mind. So you're telling me I could surprise God? There's a force in this world that maybe God could even be exposed to. Oh, come on. Is that not exciting? How does one surpass God's expectations? Yes, and you're telling me it's possible now. All it takes is faith. Oh, man. I could surprise God. It says it in the book. Even the red words in Jesus' writing, he says, I have never seen this. Oh, yes. I think I'm on to something too. This is why I got excited. I said it this morning too. I mean, I'm excited to even share it with you guys. So could it be possible that our faith today could amaze God even more? Yes, if you want to impress God, God bless you. That was the thought I had. Because that's what came to mind. I want to be that. I want to be that point, you know, and I want it to be a goal. And I even look at, there's thousands of you guys in here right now. You're telling me if all of us could turn on a crazy faith switch, I think we could impress God. I think we could surprise God. I think he will be amazed. If all of you have every reason not to believe in a world that really, come on, people talk shit about this. Some of y'all think I'm crazy. Oh, I feel like the opportunity is there. Not that you guys think I'm talking money. You think I'm talking, I know, I get it. But I'm saying the opportunity to surprise God. That's why for all of you, I really want to throw this as a challenge to all of you to have a crazy childlike faith and collectively as one, let us surprise God. I think the cult could surprise God. Such a crazy thing to say. See, that's even faith alone. I feel crazy saying it. So that's what I want you to be left with here. That's what today's philosophy is. That's what the goal is. I want you to have amazing faith. I want you to amaze God with your faith. I want you to believe in yourself what is possible, where you could say yes, even to a mountain, move. You guys are feeling the next opportunity. Again, I told you, let's ask God if that's our battle, but it doesn't mean we cannot believe and have faith. To no matter what the world throws at you, again, your situation, I don't care what that bank account says. I don't care what any doctor would tell you. See, that's what I'm saying. It gets crazy. I'm sorry. It starts getting crazy. I can't help it, but I believe it. And that's what I want. And I hope all of you, I hope it gets you excited to know that is a competitive advantage. You got something in your toolbox right now. Some of you are asking, I keep trying, and this isn't working. Have you simply believed in yourself? Have you believed that God is going to work everything out in your favor? Have you believed that you have the ability and that there's nothing is sufficient enough to stop you? Have you believed despite all of the challenges? Or maybe all of the facts that are right in front of you saying you probably shouldn't believe, dude? You were born into this situation. It's never going to get better. You've learned about this. You've seen it all again. It's so easy to name the reasons not to have it. So, I don't know, man. All I'm saying is we have an opportunity to have amazing faith. All of it. Again, the fact I could imagine all these people came. People talk about Wall Street. If Wall Street bets can surprise Wall Street, what can the cult do to surprise God? Oh, y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel me, huh? Because that's what I'm saying. I've always said, open your Bible, do all this. I love it because I'm like, it's like an MLM. It's like an MLM with God. I get all my referrals. Just tell God Josh sent you. I want my good karma. I want God. But imagine if we all organized to believe in ourselves. Come on. To believe everything, regardless of what it is. I mean, believe in yourself. That you can do anything. That I'm going to call on God for even the smallest thing possible. That God, I already know, listen, man, I've been dealing with this situation. I know you're going to work, but listen, I'm going to thank you for it today. Because I have so much faith you're already going to do it. You don't even need to come to my house, God. You don't need to come down and shoot lightning. You don't need to put $1 million in my account because I know you're going to give me, I believe it, God. That's fine. So that's a crazy concept. But it gets me excited. And I hope you know there's something about faith that is supernatural. And that's what I want to leave you with. Because again, one little idea in your mind, changing it, but then actually believing it will take you a long way. And that goes for success as well as spirit. So, I don't know, man. I hope you're as excited as I am. And I challenge you all to exhibit an extreme amount of faith with whatever you're dealing with. And let's go. I hope God is amazed by the end of today. Whoever listens to this is able to really step up to it. And I want to know how God will feel about this. So get crazy. Get crazy with the faith. Get crazy with the belief. And believe in yourself. And what you could do. I don't think anything is going to stop you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Do you really believe that? They don't feel me. They don't feel me. But I'm excited. So I hope you're excited. And I hope you're ready to go. And above all else, I hope you take it to the bank, baby. Take the Philo to the bank and believe it. And that faith and belief is what's going to not only amaze God, but I'm sure you will be amazed too at what you're going to be able to create because it is already in you. It's already in you. It exists already. You got to bring it out. But that is your philosophies, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile. Press hi chat. X out the Chad. Hit that thumbs up button. Second link for the Nightly Watch Listen main channel. First link for the Scream Alerts Bootcamp and Real Estate course. Follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. Keep it positive and respectful. New guys, don't be too shy to say hi or too high to say shy. We love you all. Hopefully you love the Philo. Hopefully you got some faith. Hopefully you got some faith.